All right. Beta test 3. So, all day I've been thinking of all these ideas for what to do with this platform. How can I rhyme and gaijin it up, you know? So many ideas. I'll go through them. Let me know what now. I still got to get some more tech. And I got to figure out the logistics and all that shit. But check out this idea. Excuse me, I'm actually, my body's doing what my body does, but it's influenza season right now, so everyone's like dying and shit. But I don't take medicine. I just fight. So my body's fighting it. Last year was the first time I got influenza, the flu. I got it from this one woman at the airport. I went to go pick her up. Well, it's a long story. It's technically an X file, but long story short, it was Christmas too, right? I went to go meet her at the airport because she just came back from the States, and she gave me the flu. But I didn't know I got the flu because 10 years I've been in Japan, I've never been sick. So I didn't know what it was, and I was just like, but anyway, that's not the story. Um, so I was thinking I could do, with the right equipment, I could like be a mobile studio, a walking studio. Get extra mics so I could like interview people. I would have my little thing right here, and I have this microphone which I could turn on and off, even do wireless. Interview people on the streets, and then turn that into music. So I'm gonna start switching sounds because I want to see what happens when you leave this app. So let's see what happens. I don't know what just happened. I tried to play music, but didn't come through. Oh, how it sounds and all that. All right, test 2. We're gonna try a DJ app. Let's see what happens with that one. Can't run apps in the back. That is interesting. All right, we learned something. That's why we're beta testing, to get all the kinks out. Well, recently I stumbled onto the kink community. So anytime I think of kink, it always kind of goes to that. What do you call? Go home, and then I would like get up. But interesting, but I ain't. Oh, we'll work on it. But that's an idea. Another idea. Wow, they coming for me? That's another idea, to have the helicopters come for me. That'd be crazy. So another idea that I'm working out, right? So I'm using an iPhone, which means it's stuck to my hand. I mean, I could stick it on my head, I guess. But some of the new GoPro 8, it streams. So I could mount that on my head. Then I would. Another idea is to get a 360 and stream that. But again, I got to upgrade and what have you. All right, let's try another test. We're going to run some music, see what's going to happen. Yeah. Yeah. Another idea? I do a lot of walking. And if I don't have to hold the iPhone, I could just go on some long ass walks on a nice day, have some music playing in the background in the sights. But in 360, so then I don't even have to be turning my head. Y'all could just turn the camera and get the view. What's going on, son? So yeah, I'm just beta testing right now. Thinking of a new format, a live streaming format, combining everything. People interacting with random people. 'Cause got the technology. I got the technology. I couldn't do this 10 years ago. Now I can. So how to use that? There is one problem though. I'm like on the other side of the world, so the live streams are going to be strange. But I guess when things start popping, people are going to like, they'll find their way to watch the live streams. But we probably got to time the live. Well, it depends on which market I'm trying to go for. I don't want nobody staying up at like 3 in the morning, and I ain't gonna be up at 3 in the morning. But yeah, that's one thing. Another idea is easier said than done, but to get a co-host with me. It's always been a problem. People underestimate. Well, I can't even say to underestimate. Actually, you know what it is? I think people are scared. They're scared of this kind of thing. For 10 years, I've been telling people, get up there and make a video. I guess what it is like right now there's 2 people, right? It says 2 people are watching. And it kind of like, wow, that sucks. But you know what? It doesn't suck because that's a celebration. There's 2 people who are taking their time to listen. But those 2 people could leave and then it's just you talking to yourself. But even that is a celebration because now you can perfect your craft. So then when them 2 people come back, your shit sounds nice. That's how you gotta look at it. You can't look at it like so-and-so thing, You shouldn't compare. Although it's hard, because, we live in a world of comparison. You know how many likes so-and-so got. That's the only way to look at it, man. Oh, man. I got a whole new philosophy. Because... so basically... Well, for a long time, I was looking for the ultimate truth. Something that could unify everything. Money, power, respect, that's the key of life. Just put everything together but I couldn't find it. I really couldn't. And I read a whole bunch of different books. Went to some spirituality books, business books, self-help books, war books. And recently everything just started to gel, click. You, I, they, him, she, it. We decide everything. And everyone is telling you that in their own way. But, it's the personalities. Big personalities are able to get people to think their way is the only way. But there's multiple. It's like a Spider-Verse. And nobody knows. That's the thing. People get so upset, and there's many. And you just got to find what works for you. And you just got to work at it. So that's where I'm at right now. And it's what gets me doing. It's what gets me up in the morning. Well, I got to go to work and all that shit, but smell the fucking roses. That's not a rose, but take time to see shit. And that's what I'm doing. And yeah. I think another issue was it took me a while to kind of synthesize this for myself because I don't know. Because where I'm from, I hate saying that, where I'm from, and I hate that just as much as saying back in my day, but that's what I got to say these days. Back in my day and where I'm from, I didn't think this way. I wasn't raised this way. It's It's a learning experience. And I'm learning. Trials and tribulations and all that shit. But there's another step though. Action. Talking is great. And I'm one to talk. But you got to put that shit into practice. Live what you speak. And that's what I try to do. And that's one of my biggest beefs with a lot of folks. They talk a good game, but they don't do anything. Talk. Show me. Every now and then I come across someone who's trying to do something creative, and they be like, "Yeah, man, we go back and forth." I enjoy the talking, whatever. But then I'm like, show me. Like this happened. I was talking to this one guy, and he's like, "Yeah, man, when I get like this, I'm gonna get on the tube and I'm gonna do all this shit." I'm like, "Here's the phone, do it, stream, do it right now." He's like, "Nah, I can't do it right now." That was like 4 years ago. I try not to do. I don't try to put people out on blast. I mean, if he or she happens to be listening, and they happen to remember that conversation, they may feel a certain kind of way. But I hear the same thing over and over again. Just say, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, you want to model? You get out there and model. And she was saying, I need this, that, and a third. I'm like, all you need to do is go out there and do it. And she's like, you need to. And usually when I start doing that kind of conversation, it turns people off to the point where it's just like, fuck you. I mean, they're not saying fuck you to me, but we just end on a bad term. And I feel really bad about that because I'm not trying to pop anyone's bubble. I'm all for it. Like, I'm the type of guy that if you say you want to go to the studio and record at 5 a.m., I'll be there at 4:45 waiting for you. And when your ass shows up at 5:15, I think you need a certain amount of subs. I don't know what Twitch is. And I don't know if Let me see. I'll research that after this one. I think you could stream. Here's the next problem. I don't want to go down this way. We're going to go up. And then we're going to go down. And then we're going to wrap. The thing is, I'm hesitant. Super hesitant. Is that even saying it right? See, I don't play video games. I like video games, but I don't play video games. So that could be my thing. This guy's on his Twitch, but he don't play no games. What the hell? But I think what I want to do is what I've been doing. And basically what I've been doing is making music, talking my shit, and trying to show people new shit. But then it's like, about that, so I won't talk about that. We'll leave it at that. But I'll just say this. That's not sustainable. I don't know how long I could do that. But then it's one of those things you just keep doing it until something pops. But there's other things I could be doing. So I'm working on a bunch of things at the moment. This streaming, this system, this thing right here, what I'm trying to do, is actually going to be for the live shows. The live shows is I'm developing this kind of format where it's live. When I say live, it's like live. Everything is live. Because that's the perfect format for a freestyling guy, in the moment. And I want everything to be streamed, recorded, and archived. So this is kind of, what do you call it? A byproduct of that. Yeah. So this is my hood. Very quiet. I'm probably the loudest thing right now. If I pay my actually I don't pay taxes. I haven't paid them up yet. I'm going to pay my taxes, and they're going to get their money whether I want to pay it or not. So I'm going to do my thing out here. So yeah, that's cool. I can't make it to the shows. I mean, that's another thing, man. the whole YouTube thing came because the powers that be and my mindset at the time, I wasn't getting booked for no shows. I couldn't get on stage, or I couldn't get paid, or I couldn't get the prime spots. So then I jumped on YouTube and started posting like y'all saw. And the next thing you know, Rhyming Gaijin was booked. Still didn't help me get shows because, you know, you need people to buy out the bar. And people who don't live in Japan can't buy out the bar or buy the tickets. That is what it is. But recently, you know, I got 2 shows booked for this month. I mean, I just asked. One of the reasons I didn't get booked is because I never asked. I'm not an asking type of guy. If you invite me, I'll show up, but I really don't feel like asking. But you gotta ask. You gotta put yourself out there. And then since I did put out all these videos, they kind of do their thing in the background. So, long story short, I don't even know. But yeah. So like right now it's like super cold. My hands are freezing. It's only get colder. When I figure out how to do my handless setup, then I could just be walking and talking, which could be interesting. Plus, I think if I'm using a GoPro, the feed will be smoother. But with this setup, I can't use a gimbal. Not that I want to use gimbals, but yeah. Yo, from the station to my house is 22 minutes. I walk about 30 minutes I walk an hour, well, just to come home and go into work and coming home to work, walking to the station. It's about an hour. I do that by choice. Usually I have my audiobooks in the background. So I get my exercise. But I walk really slow, so I don't know if that's exercise. But I'm moving my legs. That's good, I think. Leg moving. What else, man? What else? When I travel, the system I'm building will be travel. I don't know, travelable. It all fit in one book bag. So because when I went home for Christmas, I didn't bring a suitcase. I just brought one book bag, and it was like the smoothest. You know, when you get off the plane, you gotta wait for your suitcase, but I didn't have a suitcase. I just backpacked back home. My mom's like, "You didn't bring nothing?" Man, I'm bad with handles, but if I seen your face, I probably would know who you are. And if you tell me what we talked about, I usually don't forget conversations. I'm good with conversations. That's the other thing, though. If I do the GoPro or any other non-phone based thing, I won't be able to see the comments, which I think that's part of the live part, seeing comments. I guess in theory, if it's streaming from a router, then I could watch the feed from my phone. But the whole thing is to be out of the element or just experiencing life. So take me out of the equation. Because that's another thing. Back in the day, I used to have the phone and my face is all up in it. And some people are like, we don't want to see your face. We want to see what's behind you and all that shit. And I took offense to it because I met Earl and Love Made because, man, I guess that's another function of feature. I want people to meet people because that's what makes the world go round. Player. But man, another issue is I had 2 jobs to that. As I mentioned before, I got 3 jobs. Now, I just want to chill. This is my humble abode. Clean it up. It's pretty clean. Actually, let me show you. I'll show you. I'll try to get in without showing you some shit. We'll keep it moving. I've been living at this spot for almost a year now. 9 months, 10 months. See, this one-handed shit is just... Yo, I can't do it with one hand. Wow, this is difficult. Horse and carriage. I don't remember no horse and carriage. All right, we inside. Got some light. Take my shoes off. All right, I'm gonna show you my studio. All right, coming in here. Here's the room. And bam. This is where nothing happens. This is gonna be the background for the videos about making music. Here's my little studio. I keep buying keyboards. I can't play the keyboard, but I keep buying them. All right. Last year I was featured. Well, I was on this CD. It's Rhyming Guide. So look up T Unknown Places, and you can find a Rhyming Guide. And here's my little book collection. I love my books, man. This is what I be getting excited about. So this book right here, Magic, that's my new thing. I'm going to start using magic. Not magic, but the idea of magic. Shit like that. But I ain't going to go into the books. You ain't came for that. And what's the last here? Here's an exhibition I did. There's actually one more row. I'm probably gonna move this into the other room because I want this room to be all about music instead of ass cheeks and shit. But yeah. All right. Anything else up in here of interest? I mean, that's another thing, man. Cost of living. I wouldn't make those kind of videos. Let me switch this, man. Switch, man. Switch. All right, there we go. So I wouldn't really make no cost of living videos because, like, you see, here's my studio. This is where all the money went for my cost of living. And everything, I basically sleep on the floor. I feel bad when I find me a young lady and bring her back to the house and I show her the studio and she'd be like, oh, that's a nice studio. And then she sees where I'm sleeping and she's like, I don't even got like chairs and shit. What about the city and the country's cheap? I'll pay $7. I mean, this is 3DK with lofts. I sleep in a loft. But I don't know. But anyway, I wouldn't make those videos because the reason I picked and then have the other room as a photo studio. Yeah. What the fuck's in... See, that's... Okay. So, all right. This is going on. I'll do this. I'll say this and I'll be out. All right. So, the other day I met with this guy from my meetup. And I met up and he just came to Japan. He's been here for like a month. And he was saying things like, you know, in Japan, they don't do this. And in Japan, they don't do that. And I'm like, dude, you've been here for a month. Be here for a year. And I kept saying this. He would say like, blah, blah, blah. So then it's like, wow, even though there's like 1,000, people still don't know. But I already said it. That's the thing. I already made all those videos back in the day. So it's weird for me to ever update it. It's still there. And there's other people who do it much better than me. But not everyone listens to everyone. So maybe I can expand and do those videos, make a series like that. Because I guess knowledge is important. But yeah, man, this is just a beta test. So let me know your thoughts. How does it sound? Give me some ideas. And I can't promise you anything, but right now, I'm coming to Japan in 3 months. I would watch that. I lived in Japan about 12 years now. I'm gonna end on this one. You lived in Japan 12 years. Actually, let's put it this way. You live in Japan. Let's meet up. I don't drink and I don't like coffee, but we can like go, I don't know, walk in the park or some shit. But yeah, that's about it, man. It's just a test, a long ass test. I guess I got to do another test. How long can I stream with the iPhone and my router? I mean, how long is streamable? I don't know. Got to figure these things out. But anyway, thanks for watching, and peace. We want to see more of you, man. You on Facebook? All right, you Facebook me. Oh, okay, that's a good point. Thank you. So I got to do something to like tie these vlogs. I don't want to call them vlogs. So maybe I'll rap, but that's paper. But maybe I'll come in with the rap, do whatever, and then end with a rap. Or end with a song that's conveniently on iTunes. That could be an idea. But let me freestyle on out. I like that idea. All right. Okay. Put me on the spot. My brother used to do that. All right. Here, I'll rap about what I see. That's always a good one. All right, here we go. Yeah. This beat is slow, man. Shit. Okay. I'm about to break it down. Ain't no monkey around. Cause I'm sick with the free. Black and white like the keys. Black and white, what I mean. Everything I see is so clean. And y'all kiss my ass. Can't say that. That's a rap. Actually, that was trash. This man, that be mad. This video, back in the past, I say video, that be that. The man, he just hit me up. We gotta have a beat that's rappable. I mean, I can rap to anything, but I need something more rappable. All right, I'm out. Peace. Rhyming. I keep putting it back on it. We're gonna end on it. I can't even do that. All right, I'm out. Rhyming.